Hello, my Pisces loves. How are you doing today? This video is for Pisces sun signs and Pisces rising ascendants. And so in this video, I'm going to do a full moon in Scorpio horoscope weekly prediction based on your house placement. And then I'm going to do a tarot reading for you, intuitive tarot card pull based on an adapted Celtic cross tarot spread. So let's get into it. Woo! Okay, so Pisces, this full moon in Scorpio, as we discussed earlier, is happening in the 9th house for you. And so houses show us special areas of interest that the energy is occurring in, whether it be your career zone, your financial zone, your work and chores zone, or your relationship zone. And for you, it's in the 9th house. And the 9th house is your values, your purpose zone. This house is ruled by Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is a fiery energy that is into travel and wisdom and higher learning and purpose. And so we can see a tarot correspondence to Sagittarius is Major Arcana 14. I don't have 14 fingers to do it. 14, which is Temperance, and that is Jupiter in Sagittarius. So the Temperance card, we can weave some of those themes into what you're going to be seeing during this time. And Temperance is an alchemy sort of card. And it's actually totally perfect because you are, as a Pisces, a mutable water sign, and Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. And in the Temperance card, there is an alchemy between fire and water, your creativity and passion and your moods and your emotions. It's very much like Bridget and the well. It's the Norse goddess of taking both these fiery, passionate energies, but bringing them into an intuitive level. And so right now we can see that your attention to the logical world of reason, the 10th house Capricorn, work and finances has been at the forefront for you in the last couple of weeks. But you are now moving into this place of tapping into your emotions and reminding yourself of your purpose. Why are you here? What do you want to learn? What do you want to use this time that you are on this earth for? And so this is a time period where you may be feeling a little bit of lack, like you have been doing all of the work and being really on your grind, but what were your initial intentions and what is motivating you? And your impulses and your faith matter, and all of the attention you've been given to mundane affairs has you wondering, when are you going to have some fun or go on an adventure? And this is a time period where you want to take a leap of faith, and that adventurousness is bringing you to new areas because you want to be put outside of your comfort zone a little bit to be reminded about what you care about the most. And so what does a full moon in Scorpio look like for a Pisces? And so this is a time where you're immutable water and Scorpio is fixed water. So this is intense, emotional, intuitive energy happening during this time. And so the sign in which the moon is located determines how the energy will be manifesting itself. So we, with the Scorpio moon, are going through big revelations and transformations and upheavals due to things that have been buried in the psyche. And so when it transits your fellow water sign of Scorpio, you may be feeling like you are truly out of your depth with this resulting flood of emotions that are coming on. But remember, this is your element. You're used to being in this big thickness of emotional whatever and intuitiveness and going with the flow. And so this is energy that you're already connected to, but can feel doubly powerful when everybody else is also going through it. And so you may want to seek some solace in prayer or meditation or yoga or doing some self-reflective work, because this time period of a full moon in Scorpio is really great for self-examination, for being on your own, for taking care of your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body. Also your spiritual body. So this can be a good time to maybe go take a bath, relax, take care of yourself, because it can feel emotional. But this is a really good time for you to think about your spiritual path and think about what has been your main motivations and drives. And you can maybe do a little bit of recalibration so that you can make sure that the daily tasks that you do, even though they may be mundane, that they're in service to your higher purpose. And that can help relieve some of the feelings of getting caught up in the day-to-day stuff that you don't care about or that feels like it's monotonous. And it becomes monotonous and stressful when it's not aligned with your greater purpose. So that is the full moon in Scorpio for you, Pisces. Up next, we're gonna do a tarot spread. And as I said before, this is a adapted Celtic cross tarot spread. And so I have linked in the bio below a PDF of this spread so that you can use it on your own, use it in the future, do whatever you like with it. Okay, Pisces. So the current situation for you over the next 2 weeks or so during this full moon in Scorpio period is the Seven of Cups. Okay, real cool. This is big Scorpio energy. I think, no, 7 is big Pisces energy. So this is Piscean energy we got here. The Seven of Cups. 7 is related to the Chariot, of will, of determination, of making choices. And then cups are, as you are connected to, water, your moods, your emotions, the West, if you will. And so this is a card of being presented with a lot of different magical choices. And then some of these magical choices look great. You could be a star, you could be rich, you could find the love of your life. But then there are some, some haunting choices too. Who is that person that's behind the veil? Where is that dragon in the castle coming from? There is that laurel wreath poisonous? It's unclear. And you are looking up at all of these different choices. So you may be in a position right now where you're trying to determine a choice about where you want to go. What door do you want to open, and which fate will you make it to? Especially during this ninth house Sagittarius energy, you're looking for your deeper purpose. And it's unclear right now because you have so many different choices. And so a challenge or a help or a hindrance, help or hindrance during this time period for you is the Lovers. And this is a card of making choices. You are being presented with all of these different choices, and you need to make a choice about what you love. What do you want to devote your time to? Be it a person, is this potentially for some of you, this is for an intimate partner in a romantic relationship. What do you want to do with this partner? Do you want to stay with them? Do you want to create something with them? Where is the relationship going? Or this could have to do with your career. Maybe you're looking into the job that you've been in for a while and you're realizing this may be not for me. Do I want to stay here? Or maybe for some of you, you are looking for a career that feels really in line with your purpose. And then what is the subconscious or your unconscious motives? And that is the Two of Swords. Of course, because this is also a card of making a choice and having blindfolds on. So you're really getting a lot of energy of you need to take some time to reflect and realize, what do you care about and where do you want to put your energy into? And this may have to do with your family. This may have to do with your friends. You maybe have been feeling, some of you maybe have been feeling like you have been spending too much personal time and not enough going out into the world and creating things. Or it could be vice versa too for some of you. You may be feeling like you are exhausted from being out in the world and putting out all of your energy, and what you need to do is come home and take care of yourself. And then the recent past is The moon. Oh, of course it's the moon. Is this not a Pisces reading? So the moon, this is the unconscious, the subconscious. This is the wild. This is the, we see the phases of the moon as waxing and waning. And so things, situations, life occurrences can be shrouded in darkness and in mystery and then become fully illuminated. And especially during this full moon in Scorpio time, we are seeing the full waxing of the depths of the darkness being brought to the light. So you maybe have recently been in a situation, or you've been doing a lot of healing, of being reminded of old traumas and old triggers, and then bringing them up to the surface, whether you like it or not, and trying to heal them. And so maybe with this card, this emotional intensity needs to have some boundaries around it, or only bring up the stuff that you need to, or that you're able to take care of at that time. So a thought about this is maybe finding a solace in yourself and taking care of yourself so that you're not overwhelmed by all of these memories and emotions that have come up for you. And then your conscious mind, your hopes, your ideals, the things that you have been working towards. That is the Knight of Cups. So you maybe have been a little bit of like a playboy, or a play them, or a playgirl, or a player. You've been a player, or somebody else has been playing you. This can mean a lot of different things. So we see with the court cards, these are energies of going out on a quest. It could be kind of middle youthful to young adulthood, and this could be an archetype, or somebody in your life, or a part of yourself. So we're seeing it in the position of your hopes, ideals, and your conscious mind. So we can see that a part of you has been interested in expressing yourself emotionally to other people, expressing yourself to your partner intimately, working on your passion projects, engaging in things that make you feel emotionally filled. You may have been moving from one thing to the next too quickly. There's been so much water flow of emotion that there is not a container in which to hold it, and you're having trouble sustaining relationships because you feel so passionately in expressing yourself to people, but it may be happening with the wrong people at the wrong time periods. And so we can see so far that your unconscious mind has been one about trying to make a choice, and then your current situation is being presented all of these different options. And then the Knight of Cups is a young playing energy of maybe just wanting to try on different things. But make sure that the people that you are bringing into this playful energy understand that this is how understand your motives and your intentions, because they may come across as you're just flitting from one emotional intensity to the next. And that is okay if you're able to communicate that to the people that are in your life. And then your near future is the Six of Cups. So lots of cups energy. This is a very Scorpio energy. So Six of Cups is remembering childhood, nostalgia, and reminiscing. And this card can mean also remembering trauma, or remembering challenges or stress from the past and healing them. This card can represent you doing inner child work in the upcoming weeks, of being playful, of getting creative. And maybe if it's in service to identifying and understanding your greater purpose and your greater thing that motivates you, then you're able to bring in your childlike dreams and hopes and wishes for the future. And by remembering them, you can now influence what next choice you're going to make, especially when you're being given so many different choices and it might feel challenging to decide where you want to put your energy. Maybe in the upcoming weeks, for some of you, doing healing work for your childhood will be beneficial for you understanding which way you want to go moving forward. And then, yes, Pisces. So up next is your current approach to the situation, and then how your environment is helping or hindering you. This can be people, places. And then we have your something that has been influencing you that you are not yet aware of. And then your distant future. Your current approach to the situation is Five of Wands. And so in the Five of Wands, we see a struggle or an imbalance of creative vision and of willpower. And this could mean you internally. For some of you, the Five of Wands is having a different creative spark for many different areas, or trying to have too many burners on and too many pots. And it's like a cooking metaphor, having too many things that you're cooking at once and the recipe and the food isn't coming out right. Or this could mean externally, you're trying to collaborate with other people, but they have a different vision. And in trying to communicate your vision, you're all not hearing one another. So this can mean, this can mean for you Pisces, communicating clearly with other people on your vision and trying to work together. And for yourself, this can mean cutting out the excess work that you don't need to be focused on right now. And maybe allowing yourself to choose one project at a time, or to not take it so seriously when you have a project that potentially fails. Maybe you've been trying to learn a language on the side, or maybe for some of you, you've been trying to do an art project or create some music or create a film, something creative, and it's okay if it doesn't turn out great. Your attention, you're giving enough attention to it as you need. So that is a reading for your current situation. And then your environment is the people, your family, your friends, the places around you and how they're influencing you. And we have the Queen of Wands. And so this Queen of Wands energy is very creative. This is a willpower and a transforming energy. And we can see in the Queen, this may be somebody in your life, such as a boss or a coworker or a friend, somebody who has powerful, transformative, creative energy. And they may be inspiring you to do something different, or they may be hindering you from doing the thing that you're interested in doing. Especially with your current situation being the Five of Wands, you may be trying to collaborate with somebody and they're the big honcho and they have a different vision. And so we can see this, the Queen of Wands, as another person in your life, or an archetype. So there may be some archetype of a fiery feminine figure, and feminine doesn't have to mean female gender. Everybody has all of these masculine and feminine qualities within them. So this is somebody who is receptive but creative and transformative, maybe a celebrity or maybe an artist that you really admire. And their influence is going to either help you or hinder you in creating something. But I think I'm sensing a positive energy of creation, of inspiration coming from somebody in your life. And then something that has been influencing you that you haven't been aware of, that is the Ace of Coins or the Ace of Pentacles. And so there may be some hidden resources that you don't realize that you have. This may mean aces are the beginning, the root. It's like a seed. And especially with coins, this is your structure, your stability, your material possession, your finances. So you may get some downfall of money or downwind, or you may get some money from somewhere when you don't realize it. Or this may mean you getting just support from a friend or a family member, or you finding a deeper well of support in yourself and belief that you're going to be able to take care of yourself. And then your distant future is the Queen of Chalices, otherwise known as the Queen of Cups. two queens. I really do love that. So maybe the lessons that you've been learning from this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Wands energy of being receptive, of creating, of having a harmonious inner world, you're taking yourself and learning how to connect your emotions and your feelings to the work that you do, to the relationships that you are in. And so when I look over this whole reading for you Pisces, it is a lot of cups, a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 cups energies of understanding that you're on a quest to be emotionally fulfilled, of find what you're passionate about, but you maybe need to try a few different options, or it may not be so black and white. You may have more opportunities than you realize. And what could be helpful for you in the near future is this healing of remembering as a child, what would you have needed as a child to have been healed, to have been taken care of? And how can you now, as an adult who is questing and looking for emotional fulfillment, use that as information to influence your actions, your behaviors? This can mean if you really needed to see a role model, who was creative, who was caring, who was passionate about something, then by you stepping into that role, you are helping heal both your inner child and others around you. And in the future, you may be integrating, some of you are going to be integrating these lessons into understanding your emotions and how to feel emotionally fulfilled in the work that you do. So that is your reading, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like, please watch the other video for your rising or for your sun. And I'm just so happy that you joined me for this tarot today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.
I've been told that the fire's over.